Hey everybody, so I'm back here with the Fuji X-T3. I'm absolutely loving this camera. I've had it for a couple of weeks now. I've had a couple of you asking for me to do some tests on how well the color information holds up when maybe you don't set the color temperature properly, or if you're in an environment where you've got mixed lighting or you don't have full control over the different color temperatures that are coming into the camera. Unless you're shooting raw, you want to make sure that your color temperature on your camera is set as accurately as possible to the light that is in the room that you're filming in or in the area that you're filming in. For instance, right now I'm filming in my office and I've got one light source that's a 56K studio light. This is good, this looks great. What does this look like if we don't set things up properly? I've kept the lighting in the room at 56K, but now I've switched the Fujifilm X-T3 to a 32K color temperature, which is typically what you'd want if you were shooting with a whole bunch of incandescent lighting or lighting that has more of that orangey look to it. The camera isn't set properly to be filming under daylight, which is 56K. Let's see if we can recover it and make it look as natural as possible without the footage breaking down. The Fuji X-T3 can capture a lot of color information at a really good bit rate at very low compression internally. But in order to mess around with the color temperature like this, you're gonna wanna shoot in F-Log. This is Fuji's log profile, which allows you to capture as much color information in the footage without baking in a film look. The film looks on the Fuji X-T3 are beautiful, but I'm afraid if you use a film look and you shoot in the wrong color temperature, it's gonna be really hard to recover. Now we've changed the room lighting to a 32K. I don't have control of that blue light that's coming through the window outdoors, but you can see my little practical light back here on the shelf is a nice 32K, and my studio light I've changed to 32K temperature as well. It's very orange in my office right now, and the camera is set to 32K color temperature. So skin tone should look pretty natural. There shouldn't be any problems with this setup. But let's change the X-T3 to, let's say, 56K and see what happens. Okay, now we've got the opposite problem as we had before. The camera is set to 56K, which that back window there probably looks pretty natural, but everything else in my office is gonna look really orange because I've got a 32K light shining on me and the camera is set to 56K. But let's see, maybe we can recover this and make it look okay without it breaking down. In Final Cut Pro 10, there's this great feature called Balance Color. And when you click Balance Color, it does its own automatic adjustments, and sometimes they're not very accurate. Luckily, in this particular scene, I'm wearing a white t-shirt, and that white t-shirt is a great place to put the eyedropper on to do your own color balance of the footage. I've tested white balance correction in Final Cut Pro as well as DaVinci, and I gotta say that doing it in Final Cut Pro 10 was so easy and simple. I was blown away. I'm filming right now under a 32K light, but the camera is set at 7100 Kelvin. That's a very big difference, and I have no idea if this footage is gonna be recoverable or not. So we're gonna see if there's any way that it can be salvaged to make it look more natural. A friend of mine took my X-T3 to a shoot the other day, and because he's used to shooting on his Red camera in raw profile, he didn't check the color temperature on the X-T3. When you're looking at a log file, it's very flat, it's very desaturated. You can't really tell what the color looks like until you get it into your editing suite and you apply some color grading to that footage. So the best thing to do when you're filming with these cameras is to always check your color temperature. Make sure that it's set as close to your environment as possible. Now I'm starting to see a little bit more challenge getting these colors to look natural with that big of a color temperature difference from 7100 Kelvin down to 3200 Kelvin. That's a pretty big difference, and yeah, I'm having to play with these colors quite a bit to try to find a good balance between my skin tones looking natural and the background looking natural. This is a pretty extreme scenario, and I'm still really impressed at how well I was able to recover the footage. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was informative to you on how well the Fuji X-T3 can handle different color temperatures and correction in post-production. I appreciate all the subscribers that I've had join the channel in the last little bit here. I'll continue to post new videos, so please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel, like this video, click the little notification bell so you can find out when the next video is released. Thanks a lot and happy shooting.